Well, thick and fast, these races on the Wednesday. We go all day until about 7:30 this evening, and we're already underway with the Wyfold Challenge Cup between Minerva Bath Rowing Club and Derby Rowing Club. Minerva Bath on the right-hand side of your picture there with the yellow, and Derby Rowing Club just in the background there on the far side. And a good start here for Minerva Bath.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, they've got up to about half a length's lead at the moment, and interestingly and importantly, when it comes to the Wyfolds, both crews steering well, staying well on their stations. Minerva Bath quite close to the booms, but looking good at that point.
Well, this would be a really great win for Minerva Bath if they continue to hold this lead over Derby, because this is the first time the club's actually qualified for Henley Royal Regatta since 2004, Neil.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see clubs at this regatta that we haven't seen either before or for many, many years. And I think it's testament to the health of the sport, notwithstanding what's happened over the last 17, 18 months, which has been devastating, not just for our sport, but also for many others. It's a tribute to the sort of resilience of the sport that now that people can row again, you know, we're seeing representation from a broader collection of clubs than previously. I mean, to the extent you spoke earlier about the fact that racing goes on till 7:30 p.m. You know, when we decided to reschedule Henley, we decided we'd go for 5 days rather than the planned 6. So we thought entries wouldn't be super high. As it is, actually, we have probably the maximum number of entries it's possible to accommodate within a 5-day regatta. So, despite the delay, you know, we have had volume and diversity of entries, and that diversity reflected by the Minerva Bath crew here.
Yeah, and great to see. And actually, we were talking again about inspired performances earlier, and that we were looking at the bowman of Minerva Bath, Alexander Chemist Betty. He was actually inspired to take up rowing by Pete Reed. So again, just goes to show you small things like that. And he's actually not only been inspired to row by Pete Reed, but his career has been inspired by Pete Reed, in that he is now a sports agent for a plethora of Olympians here. We're reading the list of names, Mo Sabihi being one of them. So how awesome is this, that you not only can live your dream on the athletic side, but on the career side as well, which a lot of these club crews will be balancing a job and the training and everything else to be able to get themselves to that start line here and row that 2,112 metres.
Yeah, inspiration and drawing on sources of inspiration is so important in this sport. I was at Hampton School when Martin Cross won Olympic gold medal in 1984 with Steve Redgrave, Andy Holmes, Adrian Ellison and Richard Budgett, and you know, that served to inspire an entire generation of athletes for me. We were talking earlier about Jack Beaumont and the success that he's had in the British men's quad, winning a silver medal. I'm sure that will be inspirational to many boys at Sir William Borlase. Inspiration is an incredibly powerful driver of motivation, and you know, in this sport we have to work so incredibly hard through long dark winter months. Inspiration is an incredibly important source of motivation.
Well, this Minerva Bath crew really do look very tidy, I must say. Their sort of placement around the front end very well together, and actually having a look at the calibre of their strokeman Will England, who is setting that pace. I can see why. He was a member of the team that went to the Junior World Championships back in 2014, when they would have been, I think in Rotterdam, but he's now leading this crew to a really solid rhythm, and actually I think their rhythm is what has set them apart from Derby Rowing Club here.
Yeah, I agree, and in fact I think we can see that well in this shot. There's a huge amount of effort coming from Derby, but they just don't quite have the same synchronicity around the back end, and to your point, Camilla, it's that release together, that synchronicity in the flow of the handle that generates the rhythm off the back end of the stroke. And you're right, there's a good, efficient rhythm here from Minerva Bath.
Well, Minerva Bath will be able to hear the claps from the stewards' enclosure as they move through towards the line. Derby just putting in one final sprint to get themselves through the final few strokes. But Minerva Bath will see another day here at Henley Royal Regatta in the Wyfold Challenge Cup. Derby coming in not too far behind, but raced all the way through to the line. But there are your victors, Minerva Bath.